Welcome to another class with Kids on the Green. Today our lunch will be chicken, which will be roasted, and we will serve that with a stir fry of vegetables and noodles. Before we do anything at all, we need to turn our oven on to 200 Celsius. So let's do that. And this will be our lunch for today. If you don't have chicken, it's okay, you can use other vegetables. So let's cook our lunch. Now, to prepare the chicken to go in the oven, all we need to do is drizzle it with a little bit of olive oil. We will season it as we season everything. You see, I have done one already with some salt, pepper, and a little bit of ground coriander. That will give it beautiful flavor. So in it goes. Now, the next thing we're going to do is prepare what we need for our stir fry. What we have to put in is some chopped ginger and garlic, which I'm going to chop now. It doesn't matter if it is not too finely chopped this time, but still, always, if you're chopping it yourselves, mind your fingers. The fingers always behind the knife. Here we are. What we need in order to make our stir fry is a little bit of vegetable oil this time, because it is light, and we need a big pan like this. If you have a wok, okay, or otherwise use your biggest, deepest frying pan you've got. So we will heat our oil, and if you see next to our oil we have a saucepan with plenty of water, because we will cook our noodles in the saucepan. So as always, we will add a little bit of salt in our water, and we will turn our heating on. While our oil is heating nicely, I thought I would show you the vegetables that we will use. Now, you can use any kind of vegetables you fancy. And if you don't want to use chicken because you want to create a vegetable stir fry, that's totally fine. Maybe you have some extra vegetables, maybe you use mushrooms, and a little bit of corn. You can see that our oil is steaming, so it's ready now. All we do is drop our garlic, drop our ginger, and we need to work quickly, and our vegetables. And we stir all the time. That's why it's called stir fry, because we stir all the time. And if we are very quick, in our stirring, we're not going to burn anything. Now, as always, we are going to season with salt and pepper. If our vegetables are a little bit hard, we can add a little bit of water into the pan, which will create a lot of steam and cook them better. I like them a little bit crunchy. But if you use carrots or hard vegetables, I would suggest you use a vegetable peeler to cut them really thinly so that they don't need to cook for a long time. stir fry is a quick way of cooking. And that's why the colors look beautiful and the flavors are preserved. And all we will do for flavor in our stir fry is we will add some soy sauce, and we want lots of that because it gives beautiful flavor. Some oyster sauce, but it's okay if you don't have it. The soy sauce by itself is lovely. And I've got here some sesame oil, which will also give it lots of extra flavor. So our stir fry is really ready. So we'll keep that to the side while we'll concentrate on cooking our noodles. In go our noodles. Now you see the noodles I'm using here are dry, but you could buy easily ones that are pre-cooked, and then you just add them straight to the pan with the vegetables. I like to cook the noodles separately sometimes because I like to use layers when I serve. It just looks prettier on the plate rather than putting everything in the wok. So you will see, we will treat the noodles a little bit differently. We let them now cook for about 4 minutes. If you keep stirring with a fork, then the noodles, you see, they come apart and they're not going to stick together. So our noodles are now ready. We will drain them and return them to the pan, and we will finish them here. We're going to add the same flavorings as we did in our stir fry. A little bit of soy sauce, some sesame oil, and a little bit of our oyster sauce. And all we do is just turn them around, and they're ready to serve. So we will now deal with our chicken. So our chicken is now out of the oven. We will let it rest for 4 or 5 minutes. Cover it with foil so that it stays warm. But by resting it, it keeps all the juices inside, and then we are ready to chop and serve. Our chicken has now rested, so we are ready to slice and serve. You see, by having rested, it slices beautifully. Otherwise, it just doesn't keep its shape. So we'll put it nicely in our bowl. Next to it, we can put some of our noodles. Or all of them. You see, I'm only doing the one breast, but you can use a bigger platter and serve both. Trying to escape. And then next to it, we're going to put our stir fry. This is a plate full of flavors, full of goodness. It doesn't really require a lot of effort. And to finish, we can sprinkle some lovely herbs over it. How good does this look now? So eat, enjoy, and keep cooking. Bye.